How Charlie Kirk's death ignites a war. It wasn't fireworks, just a crisp pop that bounced off the brickwork of the Student Union. September 10th, 2025, 8:07 p.m. Charlie Kirk strides to the mic, trademark grin, blazer still creased from the suitcase. Applause swells, then snaps off like a breaker. Phones rise, a scream slips out, and a red bloom spreads across his white shirt before he hits the stage. The clip loops everywhere before the medics even roll in. By sunrise, America's culture war has dropped the culture part. The spark Kirk lived to poke the bear. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. He'd quip, then sell a t-shirt with the slogan. So when a 22-year-old sophomore slips a stolen Glock past security and squeezes once, he isn't just ending a life, he's yanking the country's last safety pin. One bullet, zero illusion. The fight's no longer online, it's on your doorstep. The 48-hour fuse yellow tape still flaps around the quad, but the web's already ablaze. #wars. Justice for Charlie versus He Had It Coming. Shoot to the top of every feed. Cable bookers race to get the hottest take. Donors slam endowment checks into escrow, and state reps vow emergency free speech laws nobody asked for. Result? Gas meat match. Leadership vacuum. Turning Point USA never built a plan B. Kirk was the brand, the fundraiser, the hype man. Overnight, mid-tier influencers split into camps. Pure God, Liberty Hawks, Digital Legion, each with a podcast, a donor list, and a talent for subtweeting. A marching band turns into a circular firing squad. Street friction armbands hit the pavement. America first, Charlie forever. Counter-protesters answer with, no kings, no Kirk. In Phoenix, a shouting match over megaphone permits becomes a pepper spray haze. Denver torches a row of cars. Boston cops fist bump the red hat side. Video leaks, commissioner quits. Fresh memes, fresh donations, fresh bruises. The escalation ladder talk radio floats a national day of reckoning. Within 24 hours, election offices in 3 states evacuate over bomb threats. Hackers dump TPUSA donor lists. Progressive NGOs wake up to empty accounts. Each side blames the other. Proof evaporates, and the boring business of governance stalls like a rusted tractor. Copycat flashpoints. A Texas host thunders. Charlie died because we stayed polite. Hours later, a shooter live streams outside a left-wing student paper in Austin. Kills 2. Praises Kirk's warrior spirit. Copycat threats shutter 20 campuses. Congress adjourns. The president's motorcade reroutes to an undisclosed garage. The country's holding its breath, exhaling in gunshots. The point of no return. 14 days in, Idaho's legislature activates its militia and bars out-of-state travel. Oregon calls it secession adjacent. Montana and Wyoming pledge mutual aid. Washington threatens highway funds. The compact answers by freezing federal tax receipts. Suddenly we're tracking convoys, not polls. The economic tailspin markets open to a free fall. The Dow drops 2,000 in a week. Bitcoin rockets, then faceplants when exchanges halt withdrawals. Mortgage rates kiss 9%. Big box chains board up in flashpoint zip codes, laying off thousands and stocking the rage. Supply chain guys mutter, early COVID but angry. International echoes rivals troll. Liberty facepalms, statue faceplants. Allies raise travel advisories to ongoing civil disturbance. The dollar slides 8%. Rumors swirl that crates once bound for overseas deserts now reroute to domestic militias through Shellcore. America, exporter of democracy, becomes the warning label. Everyday fractures neighbors stop waving. Parents yank kids from school, fearing bullets or bias, sometimes both. City councils duel over which flag can hang where. Libraries ban books. Indie shops defy bans and get fines and firebombs for their trouble. Silence itself turns suspect. The accidental alliance's weird teams form. Libertarian coders hand encrypted apps to leftist organizers after Google boots them. Gun rights groups swap security tips with anarchists. Shared distrust of feds trumps shared hatred. Centrists try a back-to-brunch rally. 20 people show up, surrounded by hundreds screaming, "Complicity kills." Moderation becomes the new heresy. Digital civil war micro-influencers with ring light tan lines now drive the story. Algorithms reward hot takes. Calm gets throttled. A rumor that FEMA will seize guns trends for 3 days despite every official denial. When facts become optional, reality is just another battlefield. The proxy institutions, sheriffs in red counties vow to cuff feds who cross constitutional lines. Blue cities fund community defense councils. Universities ask for loyalty oaths. Students sue, then transfer. The center doesn't hold, it just logs off, leaving a patchwork of fiefdoms that share a currency. For now. Counting the cost 1-month tally. 312 dead, 1,000 plus injured, 1.8 million Americans relocated. Economists flag a 9-month recession. Historians see 1860 without a Fort Sumter, just rolling firefights. Charities call it a great migration in miniature, except families splinter along ideological fault lines, unsure if Thanksgiving is still worth the risk. The new normal. No finish line, just fog. Elections feel theoretical when you're screwing plywood over windows. Pre-Kirk enters the lexicon, shorthand for when politics meant yelling at cable instead of evacuating your kids at 2 a.m. Sparks don't need much when the timber's dry. Charlie Kirk's death didn't stack the wood, it tossed the match. Whether anyone grabs water, or even wants to, decides if this war stays cold or turns into something none of us can swipe away. Think talk still beats fight? Share this, drop your calm take below, and subscribe for takes that keep facts ahead of fear. The next spark's already falling. Where it lands is up to us.